Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, they say, but in business it can be a deadly weapon. For a decade, Apple Computers has dazzled consumers and investors with a host of shiny things. But with competitors edging in on the market after a couple unforced errors, the company has lost $130 billion in market value since September. Is this a temporary glitch or something more? Here's ABC's Neil Karlinski.
This is amazing.
If there's one thing you can count on when it comes to Apple, it's hype. Hype about the company's latest iPhone or iPad. And lately, hype about the stock price.
And Apple stock is surging this morning after the company reported a jaw-dropping 73% increase in sales last quarter.
For much of the year, stock market gurus have been making surefire predictions. Apple, the stock market sensation that sold for only about $7 a decade ago, is headed to an astonishing $1,000 a share.
Apple's going to 1,000.
Here's the thing about all those analysts. They like to change their minds.
Apple shares continue to fall. That stock is now just 2% away from a 20% decline.
Today, Apple stock gave up almost 4%, sinking from its high of $705 in September to a 5-month low today, and dancing around the edges of officially bearish territory.
The growth of the company is spectacular, but it's slowed down. The introduction of the iPhone and the iPad are now in the rearview mirror, but there are some fundamental changes going on at Apple, and investor nervousness didn't just start today.
So how did a company that can do no wrong make such a dramatic turn?
It's interesting to watch the challenge that these guys face from a marketing standpoint. I mean, Apple used to use long lines in front of their stores as a marketing tool. Now they're mocked by Samsung. So they are facing direct competition around some products that they have innovated like they never have before.
Like bad directions from Apple's much maligned Apple Maps, the company has suffered some rare criticism lately. Tim Cook himself had to apologize for Mapgate. The iPad mini launched to headlines about mini lines at stores. And the iPad, while still dominant, is losing market share to a surging Samsung. Even Microsoft, long ago left in Apple's dust, has a new exciting tablet called the Surface, nudging for attention and even starring in mock ads, crushing the iPad. And there are deeper concerns. No new products are likely until well into next year. And aside from the expectation that Apple may reinvent the television, its products are no longer innovating the way many expect.
Apple is at a point now where it has risen, it's plateaued a little bit. They need to re-spark that fire of innovation that they've had for so long, and it's a little bit harder.
Betting against Apple is tricky. While it's true nothing goes up forever, the company is just getting started selling in China. It has more cash on hand than many countries' entire economies, and it's been written off prematurely before. Time to sell or time to buy? There's probably an app for that. I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in Seattle.